Hello and welcome back to another episode of the One Piece chapter analysis. My name is 𝙲𝚘𝚙𝚒𝚑𝚝 and this is chapter 8 titled Nami. Following up on the last chapter, Zoro and Luffy are still sailing out to sea from Shelltown, and Zoro brings up a very good point, saying that it's pretty strange that Luffy can't navigate. Luffy defends, saying that he's only had to drift to get where he wanted to go, and that he kind of just lets the water take him. Zoro says that he followed a pirate that he was after out to sea, but got lost and was unable to find his way back to his home village. The pirate that he's talking about is someone that we'll meet later in the story, but for now, we'll just know them by name as Mihawk. Zoro says that he made the best of things while he could and started hunting down pirates for their bounty because he had to make a living somehow. Zoro goes back to his point, saying that there shouldn't be a pirate who doesn't know how to navigate. And at this rate, they'll never make it to their destination at the Grand Line. That they need to recruit a navigator as soon as possible. Luffy brings up that there are a few other things that he would like for his journey, being a cook and a musician. And he wants to say a third one, but Zoro cuts him off. But anyway, that gives us more of an idea of that title card that I gave in the first chapter. Luffy and Zoro talk about how tired they are. They're lying back on the ship and they see a giant bird flying overhead. So Luffy decides that the natural thing to do is to try and jump up and catch it. And this doesn't work. Zoro springs into action on the dinghy and tries sailing out to follow Luffy, but he sees a few people who are stranded out at sea without a boat. Zoro says that he can't stop because he needs to save Luffy, so that if they want to get on, they just need to climb on themselves. They do manage to climb on, and as soon as they are on board and standing again, they try to rob Zoro of the boat. They say that they're pirates of Buggy the Clown, and this is our first mention of Buggy. Buggy is a villain in One Piece who is most notorious at this point for being in the East Blue. This is their Jolly Roger. Buggy is an interesting character, and I'm not going to do a deep dive on him just yet, but just keep in mind that this is a 30-something-year-old man dressing up as a clown, an entire clown motif between his crew. And he is just tormenting the East Blue because he can. Anyway, so these guys try to rob the ship. And it doesn't work out very well from them. Zoro has no time to deal with any of them, and they start apologizing after Zoro beats them up. Zoro says that because he had to deal with them, he lost track of Luffy, so now they get to row the boat for him. Zoro asks how they ended up stranded at sea, and they bring up their story. They talk about that woman, how it was all her fault, but she was a real looker. And we're going to go into the flashback now. The Buggy Pirates are celebrating how they had just stolen some treasure from a small ship when they notice that there's a ship with a girl or a body on it. Once they see the body, they try and help it out. The girl says that she must be seeing things to have found people willing to help her in the middle of the ocean. She says that she doesn't know who they are, but if they could just spare a little water or something to eat because she got lost at sea. She says if you want to take her gold, go for it. She just needs some help. And the pirates aren't too dumb. They say, sure, we'll help you. We just need to have a look at the treasure first. The girl says, go ahead and take whatever you want. Just please give me some water. The pirates say, patience. After all, we're saving your life. We just want to see the treasure that you have. In the time that they've taken the treasure, the woman has already taken their whole ship. Then they notice that the treasure chest is empty. They just got scammed. The woman notes how there are dark clouds coming in, that there's a cold front coming, and we learn how good she is at understanding weather out at sea. And we also learn that she's pretty accurate because the ship capsizes. She heads off on their boat and says thanks for the treasure. And now we're all caught up with these three random pirates. Back in the current timeline, Zoro says, amazing that she used the weather to her own advantage. She must really know the seas. She'd make a great navigator. Three pirates are still fuming, saying she'll make a great corpse. They said that Buggy's going to be furious, and Zoro, having lived in the East Blue his entire life, has never even heard of Buggy. and they say that only the most ferocious pirate in these parts, that Buggy the Clown ate the fruit of the devil. There's something that really needs to be talked about here is how rare devil fruits are at this point in the story. This could just be because the writer Oda wasn't fully sure how to flesh out devil fruits, but more from a story perspective, it goes to show that the strongest of pirates, the strongest of people who are taking and eating devil fruits, are naturally guided out to the Grand Line and out to sea and adventure. So for there to be devil fruits in the East Blue, it's not nearly as common. They seem more mythical than anything. So now we're introduced to Buggy the Clown's ship, the Big Top. I hate it. I understand the clown and the circus motif, but if anyone saw this ship coming towards them, I would laugh more than anything. You can't be afraid of this. Just really let this sink in. I'm done. On land, we have someone saying, "Stop, thief, give us back this map," and we learn that they have it. They found a chart that navigates you to the Grand Line. The pirates that are running after this person say that they don't want to be killed by one of the captain's cannonballs, obviously referring to Buggy, and this is the girl from the flashback that we met. If we don't get that map back, we're going to be dead. We cut now to the third story of this chapter, where someone tells Captain Buggy that there's something odd in the sky, and Buggy says to shoot it down. So they do, and someone realizes that it's a kid, that he fell from the sky. Luffy brushes it off, saying, "Who's shooting cannonballs at me?" Showing just how resilient he can be. Nami gets surprised by this, and naturally everyone else is surprised that Luffy didn't die. Nami takes this to her advantage and says, "Boss, you came to rescue me," because she plans to use Luffy as her way to get out of this situation. She runs off saying that "I'll leave everything to you," but the pirates realize they don't need to chase her anymore because they have their captain. So one of the pirates punches Luffy, saying that the map belongs to the fierce pirate, Buggy the Clown. Luffy doesn't really take this too well and punches him right back, saying that you can't touch his hat. After taking them out, Nami shows up again, saying, "Wow, you're pretty tough beating those guys barehanded." She introduces herself to Luffy, saying that she specializes in robbing pirates, and asks if Luffy wants to team up with her. We end the chapter with Luffy being concerned, saying that she robs pirates. Anyway, that was more of a short chapter, but with the introduction of Buggy and Nami, I feel like this is a chapter that did well for building up the East Blue, giving us more of an idea of how devil fruits are going to be handled moving forward, and how we can view the idea of the Grand Line. As always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and listening. If you like what you heard, feel free to drop a like, give a follow, or subscribe. And I stream on Twitch, so if you want to have a live discussion about One Piece, I'm always around. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.